All right, the first thing we're going to do is create a directory for our project. You can call this directory anything and put it anywhere on your machine. It doesn't matter. I'm currently in the projects directory. So let's create a directory called Moon and then go into this directory. So let's imagine this is our project directory. And here we can have tens or hundreds of files. The first time we want to add these files to a Git repository, we have to initialize a new empty repository. So we type git init. Look at this message. Initialized empty Git repository in, and here's the full path. So we have the Moon directory, and inside this directory, we have a subdirectory called .git. By default, this subdirectory is hidden because you're not supposed to touch it. So if we type ls to list all the files and directories here, we don't see anything. But if we type ls-a, which is short for all, we can see the Git subdirectory. If you're on Mac, you can open this with Finder. And if you're on Windows, you can open it with Windows Explorer or File Explorer. I'm not sure what it's called these days. So let's open .git. Take a look. So here's our Git directory or Git repository. This is where Git stores information about our project history. So we have directories like branches, hooks, info, objects, and references. Now, as someone using Git, you don't really need to understand this structure. This is purely implementation detail. It's how Git stores information. It's none of our business. That's why this directory is hidden, so you don't touch it. If you corrupt or remove this directory, you're going to lose your project history. Let me show you. So back in the terminal, look at this green marker. It says Git. That means we have a Git repository in this directory. Now, if you want to have a pretty colorful terminal window like this, on Mac, you need to install ZSH or Z-Shell, and on Windows, you need to install PoshGit. But don't worry about it now. These tools are completely optional to use Git. It's just for making things pretty. So here we have a Git repository. Now, if I remove the Git subdirectory, we're going to lose this repository. So rm-rf.git. Look, the green marker is gone. We don't have a Git repository here anymore. So don't touch this directory. Now, once again, let's initialize a Git repository. Beautiful. So now that we have a repository, next we're going to talk about the basic Git workflow.